So if you've been on the workshop at all, you know that all of these planes are built by one person, Thales, and all of his builds have strived to be as realistic as possible without being overpowered, trying to make them glide. And that little plane you see coming up on the right, it's special, and we are going to find out why right now. So this is what makes that little plane special. Can you see all of the stuff we have here? We have lots of blocks, lots of new propellers, something in the top right that you're going to really love. And on the left, we have some control surfaces, some wheels, some pistons, some fuel tanks, some seats, and more. You see that stuff in the red over there on the top right? Yeah, you're going to want to know about that too. But first, let's talk about mods. If you don't know what mods are, I have linked in the description below a link to a video that we did explaining mods and how to install them. Also on this video on the top right, you can click to go to that video and it will tell you everything you want to know. So if you want to go check that out, go right now and come back, and then we will be talking about all these lovely mod parts because Thales did an amazing job of documenting all of it. So let's jump into it. So the basic blocks overhaul. Now I'm not as knowledgeable as some people in the Stormworks community, especially the Stormworks modding community, or Thales himself who put this together. So if you have questions or input on this, those would be the people to contact. Links are in the description below. But I'm going to give you a rough overview of how I understand this works. Now, the original Stormworks blocks that you see on the top row did not perform in Stormworks as expected. So some of them had too much drag or no volume, and they would sink, or they would take away all your ability to glide your planes. And so what he's done, Thales, is gone back and kind of rebuilt these blocks and given them new statistics in game so that they will provide the ability to float better in the water, and in the air give you the ability not to glide like a glider, but a lot more ability to glide when slowing down and land. And I'll show you that because we're going to fly a demo plane. So as you can see, it says the new basic blocks have reduced drag, have included volume, reduced mass, and if you look at the bottom right, you'll see that he removed the cubes from the pyramids and went ahead and replaced them with the wedges. So good stuff here. If you have questions, please come to the Endo School community, talk to Thales. He can explain better how this all works, or hit up the Stormworks modding forum. So these are the basic blocks in Stormworks, just overhauled. So very cool. Let's go to the next slide. So he's added new basic blocks. Now, this is a lot to take in. You're going to want to go ahead and visit the website and check out all these blocks. But he's basically giving you a lot more wedges, a lot more rectangular pyramids, inverted pyramids. He's also added some additional new block types. We've got some partial blocks down here. We've got some pyramids. We also have these two blue diamond blocks, which are mass blocks. One is 10 mass and one is 100 mass. We also have a wedge and a diagonal pipe. So very cool stuff. Not too sure what that wedge does. We'll have to check that out. All right. What else do we have? So this next part is super exciting. What you are looking at are new dials. We have airspeed, we have vertical airspeed, and we have altitude. So these are fully 3D dials inside the game that you can read very easily just by looking at your cockpit. They're not monitors or anything like that. He's modeled them and they work as expected. Next up, he's also added a half block offset. And what that does is allow you to, say, move a propeller into the center of your build, because that block, once spawned, will move into position. We'll have to take a look at it so you can see how that works. The next is he tweaked the piston suspension. So if you look at this video, see the left side, and that is how the suspension currently works, at least the piston. So what he did is redo the piston so it tries to behave more like real suspension. As you can see, it kind of bounces around and then levels out. Very cool. All right, next up, we have a compact rope anchor. Nothing special, just a little tiny guy. Very cool. The next thing he added was a powerful modular engine alternator, and it is 5 times more powerful than the in-game one, and what this does is allow you to charge your batteries without having 50 of these. So great, love it, very useful. All right, next up, a 2-block wide pilot seat. Now, there has been so many times when I've tried to build something realistically, and the 3 wide seats are preventing me from narrowing the plane body down. With this seat, you're going to be able to put 2 seats in a very narrow body plane, and it's going to look great. You're going to get closer to a scale size body. So awesome. All right, next up we have compact cooling systems. There's 2 new radiators. One is great for like an old World War I plane, that one on the right. And we've got new fluid pumps. They are smaller, but they're also weaker. And one thing about Thales is his mods are always going to be keeping everything in the realm of close to reality. So he's not going to give you overpowered systems, which is nice. So if you use these, you still have to balance out your plane and your builds. We have a slim fluid tank for wing tanks. So you can put that block in as a wing and it's flat and, you know, it works. So awesome. We also have more wheels. We have new wheels without the base block. So you know if that block that sticks off on the right side, it's not there. So you can actually make a streamlined set of landing gear where you add your own blocks or pipes or whatever you want to the wheelbase or the wheel rim. We also have some caster wheels, some narrow wheels, and he plans to update the wheel models in the future. Very cool. Next up, we have something huge, and I mean huge, modular windows. They are the flat modular windows, and as you can see, the red is a portion of the window and the yellow are the edge tips. And these are sealed. You can actually make a submarine made out of windows if you wanted to. And as you can see, you can stretch that red block by adding more, and you could have a very long window. The back one on the right there, you can actually create a very large window, and again, sealed. This is going to change builds forever if you use mods. So awesome. We also have some new propellers in 3 new sizes, one with a spinner, one without the spinner, so you can stack them on top of each other. So very cool. I don't know if they have new sound effects. He was working on sound effects. Not sure if that was implemented in this first 1.0 release. We'll find out. Modular wings and new control surfaces. So we have leading edges, middle parts, trailing edges, bottom parts, and all these parts are going to come together to give your plane builds a little more lift, a little more ability to fly more realistic in Stormworks. Now, it's not going to completely be realistic. You won't be able to make like, you know, super duper gliders or anything like that. But you're going to see that these are going to improve how your plane behaves in Stormworks. More like a plane rather than less like a plane. So very cool. We're going to take a look at his little demo plane and see how they work. We have new control surfaces, 10 new control surfaces, and they are seamless. So when they're placed side by side, there's no gaps. So you could make like a long aileron or something like that. And also, just like the modular wing components, the lifting capacity is proportional to their size. So keep that in mind when you're building, that Thales, again, tries to make things work as real world as possible. So very cool, very welcomed. All right, so we are back in Stormworks, and as you can see, we've got all the parts here, and you can see them. Look at that, awesome. And we have the control surfaces, all the stuff we've been talking about. Look at these dials. Look at these dials. What? Okay, the wheels, the radiators, and this. Look at these. These, I need to take a look at these. Let's see these. All right, we're back in the editor. Now, what I want to show you are these. Look at this. So we've got corners, and I think we want the edge. Okay, so now watch this. This is sealed when we build these, so these are blocks. And if we put one down here, like that, we could go like this. And then what? Yeah, we could do that. And then we could grab this, go up, come over here to this side, get a corner, flip it around. Oops, I guess we have to hit U. There we go. And then get our straight edge, flip it around, go up. I don't actually know where I was going with this corner. Go over here, flip it around, get our edge, flip it around, go across, Flip it around. Oops. Flip it around. Corner. Like that. Okay, now we have this big section in here. So we must be missing a part, which is the modular window middle. Oh my gosh. Okay, check this out. Oops, check this out. Grab this. Okay, can we just, yeah, we can. All right, so we can't go sideways with them. We can go straight up. Can we go left to right? No, we can't go straight up. And we just fill in this gap. Or if we wanted to be lazy, which I am, we could grab these, just like we can grab any other build. Come over here, paste. Come over here, paste. Go ahead and grab these and like that. And then we have our window. Let's spawn it way out here. And now we have a giant modular window that, I'm gonna go through it. Oh, no, there's glass there. We can build any size window we want now. What? You can also do that with these over here, these angled versions. So again, this is going to change building forever if you use mods. So very exciting. If you look at these wheels, again, no blocks on the sides. So we put our own piping or whatever we want to do with that. There is the new pistons. Don't think I can affect that with my body. There is the block that moves into place. That one's kind of hard to see unless we go back into the workbench, and you can see it's offset. Okay, and when it spawns, it's going to pull that block into place. So what you could do is you could put your propeller onto this side, like right here, and then attach it to there, and then it would pull it down into place. So that is the idea behind that block. Air surfaces, again, you can grab one of these, and if we stick it next to each other, it's now seamless. Okay, very cool. Here's all our different parts. I have no idea how all these fit together. You have to learn. Here's our weight blocks. Not too sure about this one. Oh, it is a wedge corner pipe. That's what it meant by the angled. Got it. Okay, cool. So that lets you build your fluid simulations at an angle and with a pipe over there as well. So very cool. Here's the propellers. Shall we check one out and see if we can get one to work? Let's do that. Let's see if it has any sound effects. I don't know if it made it. He was working on it, but I don't know if it made it in. Okay, let's just make collective one. Make this one. I think we have unlimited power, so we should be good to go. Let's see if it sounds any different. Yes! Can you hear that? That is a new propeller with a new sound. What? Are you saying what? Are you going crazy? Are you downloading this now? Yeah. All right, so let's do another propeller. And the 3. All right, let's try the 2. Okay. Sounds good. 3 is a 3. Okay. And now let's find a Stormworks default prop here. Rotor light, Stormworks. All right, there you go. Now you hear the difference. This might be good for a helicopter, but not a World War II plane or something like that, right? All right, so I think we took a look at all the new cool stuff. All we need to do now is test the demo plane and see how it flies. So let's get rid of this. There we go. I downloaded this demo plane from the workshop. As you can see, it's got a very tight body, and it's using the wing surfaces, the new wheels. Probably, I don't think he really worked on too much of the styling of the body. I think it's pretty much using the new blocks with the new reduced drag and all that stuff. But this is a demo plane, so let's check it out. All right, so here are the new dials in the game. Look at this. I can actually see what my airspeed is just by looking at my dashboard. I don't actually have to look directly at it to see the number. I can just kind of look at it. You can see my altitude, my vertical speed. Are you still here? Have you not gone to download this yet? All right, well then, let's just hang out and fly this plane. So we're going to go ahead and turn it off. Okay, and we're rolling. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and just throttle up and see if it takes off with me not touching the elevator. Okay, so we're going to turn. And I'm just going to throttle up. I'm not touching the elevator at all. Let's see what it looks like. Not touching the elevator. Not touching the elevator. Did not touch the elevator. And it's flying. Okay, now I'm touching the elevator. Alright, so what we're going to do is see if Endo can land this plane. What? Yes, it's true. We're going to do that. Okay, so first off, we're going to kill the speed and see how well this works at a lower speed. See if it can glide. And coming in at a nice angle. We're at, what, 0.38? Okay. Pretty good. I'm a terrible pilot. We have to go around, aren't we? I feel like we're gonna have to. Yeah, let's go around. You know that Endo's flying. It's not going to be good for anybody. Alright, so let's go ahead and go around. Can I fly in here like a real plane and not crash? I don't know. We can try that. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna turn right. Go turning right. Apparently I cannot fly inside. Let's kill some of the throttle. Alright. 0.38. Alright. Come on, come on. Come on, just land like a real person. Oh, that's too fast. Okay, that's not terrible. Not horrible. Brakes on! Did I land? I land! Oh! Come on, you have to be impressed. I didn't totally flame out and blow it up. But what you can see is that it flies a bit better than if it was built with the regular Stormworks blocks. So let's go ahead and see what it does when we turn off the engine. Now, it's not going to glide, but it should be a bit better than usual. So let's try it. And we're going to kill the engine. Just like that. Okay? Now let's see how it behaves. Now, normally, when you kill the engine in a Stormworks build, it will dive like a rock. Now, I feel like I'm getting a little bit more of a glide out of this. Still going down. Ah, I'm gonna crash it. Hey, I didn't die. Oh, can I save it? Can I save it? Hey! I saved it. Now I just have to edit it like I actually landed the plane, and you'll be impressed. Alright, so I am making this video late at night, so hopefully this is a good video. I don't know, I'm kind of sleepy, but I was so excited when the mod was released. I wanted to share it with you because I wanted you to download this and try these amazing windows, these new props, and these demo planes that are on the workshop, linked below in the description. Thales has been working on this for over a month, and I'm sure he would love to hear your feedback. You can find him on the Endo Community Discord, and you can find him on the Stormworks modding forum, which is also a Discord server. All the links are down below to the downloads, the Storm Loader, the Discords, all that stuff. So please go check these out. Give Thales your feedback, input, comments, suggestions. I'm sure he'd love to hear it. So that is it for today. If you haven't done so already, hit the bell so it goes a ding dong when I upload a video. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for supporting the modders. Thank you for just everything. So more good stuff to come, and I will see you next time. Good night or good morning. Bye-bye.